amigos, it's Señora Davis y son las instrucciones para hoy, el 9 de diciembre. So we have a few things to do to practice before your STEM changing verb quiz, which is today down here, but there's two things to practice at first. First, we have Música Miércoles. We have Dollar by Becky G. So enjoy that video. So to practice STEM changers, make sure you do this first. It's just some really quick practice. I know there's 4 things to do today, and that's a little more than usual, but they're real short things to do. So it's 2 quick practices before your quiz, which isn't terribly long, and then a short video on your culture for this chapter. So this is just STEM changing basics. So if you can do this, basic stuff with STEM changing verbs, meaning just identifying what STEM change they have and then conjugating them, you're going to be pretty good for today. So this is just a reminder on what verbs are E to IE STEM changers here. And so then you're going to choose which one is the correct conjugation for Elena and all these other people. And then you're going to actually type them in some of them. Then we have O to UE verbs, multiple choice and typing. And then the 2 E to IE verbs, multiple choice and typing. Very quick, simple practice on STEM changing verbs. Make sure you do that first. Click Submit Assignment. Second, I have an activity for you on something called quizzes. It's not the actual quiz. It's just a quiz or a formative assessment tool. So you're going to click on this here. And then within the window that comes up, there should be a small window that lets you log into it. If it doesn't work, make sure you click the link to open it in a separate window, and it should work for you. You should see something like this pop up, but if your Schoology is not working or playing nice, you might have to open it in a separate window. And so it's just multiple choice practice and conjugation practice with your verbs. So let me open it in a separate window so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's going to open something like this for you. You may have to join my class first. It'll give you the option to join my class, or you can go to the link that was posted in Google Classroom to join that link. I'll post it here as well in case that makes you sign up for the class first. But you'll put in your name, please, first and last name, and you'll say if you want all of these things. You'll probably want the memes because they're funny. If you want the music on or off, it's up to you. And then you'll start. You can play this game twice if you want to, or just do it the one time if you're doing well. So you can hear the music there. You can turn it off if you want to. And then you'll start the game. And it'll show you how your classmates are doing as well. And it's kind of like a Kahoot style game, but with typing and some other things. So translate and conjugate, we want. Want is querer. Conjugate for nosotros. Queremos. And then it'll tell you if you're right. Now, if you get certain amount of questions right in a row, then you get some power-ups. And it always has a funny meme at the end. So for this one, I give you the verb that you're going to conjugate for los camareros. And again, the faster you answer, kind of like with Kahoot, the more points that you get. I'm trying to get to the point where it'll give you power-up. Okay, so it wouldn't let me do it because I was a teacher, but it'll give you some power-ups that you can use to like give you extra points or go double or nothing or something like that. It's just kind of like Kahoot, but with a little extra thing to it. So use that to practice. It'll give you the answers after each question, so make sure you're doing them correctly. If you're not checking your answers to make sure you're doing them right, then you're never going to learn how to do them correctly if you're doing them wrong. So do those 2 practices first, and then you're going to do la prueba, the quiz. Now, in the quiz, I have lots of directions. Follow them. You have 20 minutos, 20 minutes to do the quiz. So once you click start, please make sure you're ready to start. Do not copy and paste accents. There shouldn't be any accents in this one, but if there are that I forgot about, don't copy and paste them. If for some reason you still do not have the International Keyboard on your Chromebook, put an apostrophe after it, or even just write a note that says there should be an accent on this letter. Do not copy and paste them. If I see copy and paste, then I have to give you a 0 on that question. If you Google Translate anything, it is a 0. Even if it's one question, it's a 0. Do not Google Translate. I'm telling you right now, I've told you on every assessment, I've sent emails, I've sent videos, I've done everything I can, and some of you just don't think that I'll notice, but I notice. If it's one question, it's a 0 on the whole quiz. Please stop Google Translating. And once you're all done with this, you'll click Submit Assignment. Very basic. The first 15 questions, you're going to conjugate the verb that's in parentheses here for the subject. And then for the last 5, you're going to tell me what verb this is in a conjugated form. So don't just tell me the verb without conjugating it. Conjugate it for the people in the sentence. Now, once you're all done with that, that is the last topic for this chapter that we're going to be learning. So we're going to start with our test review. But first, you need to talk about culture. So culture for this chapter is the running of the bulls, La Corrida de Toros. And all you'll have to do with that today is watch this Edpuzzle video and answer a couple of questions about it as you watch. And then we will continue with review on our next set of days together. Now, this is going to be our schedule for the remainder of the calendar year. So up until Christmas break, we'll have this alternating day schedule. So for those of you who may not have been doing your work up to this point, hoping that we'll go back to school, I'm sorry that's not happening for you at this point. So please make sure you're logging on every day, doing your work, doing your quizzes, doing your stuff, because we will be having a test next week, and tests are big grades. And we cannot afford to do poorly on them because you haven't been doing your work up to this point. If you have questions, please join the Google Meets so that I can help you with those and give you some face-to-face interactions. But otherwise, let me know if you have questions. Have a great day. Adios.